Hi, gang. My name is Dr. Jay Brightlow. I'm a coach with Full Circle Coaching Consulting, and joining me today is...
Hi, I'm Dr. Catherine Kirk with Full Circle Coaching and Consulting, and I'm here to talk to you about, what are we going to talk about, Jay?
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about the importance of having balance in life because, little known secret here, it is entirely possible to have a work and life balance. It's okay to to be successful in practice as an entrepreneur and also be a successful husband, father, wife, whatever. So, yeah, exactly. So many entrepreneurs are borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. And in fact, I was just reminded of the book, The 15 Steps to Conscious Leadership. And he was talking about two different humans who are both perceived as successful in their business, but one comes home, unplugs from their iPhone, their electronics, and stares deeply in their husband's eyes, actually as they're eating dinner and actually making conversation. So it is possible to be present. It is possible to have control. It is possible to see progress in your lives in every area. The question is how.
Well, and I think to speak to that, the how is first recognizing that there isn't that balance, right? Sometimes people just get so busy on the treadmill that they're not even taking the time to breathe and get perspective on what things look like. Quite often it comes when there's a crisis as opposed to being proactive about it. So I think it's really important to get perspective and then find out what are the tools. Recognize where you may be stuck, where you may be doing habits that could be upgraded, could be systematized, things that will open space in your life to be able to balance some of the things that are important that you may not be really focused on or have figured it out yet.
I'm laughing because as I'm recording this video for work, my little 1-year-old daughter just crazily went down the slide here, and I was like, oh, I thought we were going to have a big cry in the background, and she immediately saw the balance between just hitting her head and the fun of going down the slide and just laughed.
Awesome.
Perfect little metaphor. Yeah, I saw it. Look at there she is. This is Naomi. She just found the big slide.
Awesome.
There's so one of our mentors is John DeMartini, and so it actually is possible to metricize success, and it usually put success in like a positive category. But to go into to become a successful entrepreneur means that you're collecting money. So let's say you collect $1,000. There had to be a pain. There had to be some sort of negative that went into creating the positive. So if you were to go back and in the checkbox of life, like check, yep, that's a positive, that's a positive, that's positive, and go back in the others and say, boy, that sucked, that was difficult, that was challenging, that cost money. I had to figure out a ride-sharing program to get my kids to their amazing gymnastics camp. If you were to go through and do all that, and John actually went ahead and did this, thousands and thousands of checkboxes, they actually always come back to zero. No matter what you do, every single piece, every single step in your life comes back to zero. It always comes back to a point of zero. So it is possible actually to metricize it. Now, with our clients, we actually go through and metricize both quality and quantity of every experience in life until they're equal and opposite 100% all the way through. So they can see the balance in the challenges, as you mentioned, and also in the wins. Because sometimes we put money up on a pedestal, some put it in a pit. It's neither. It's zero. And helping achieve balance, that's our goal as coaches, to get back to zero. You had a story, Kath, I think about one of your clients.
I do. So quite often I think entrepreneurs are wearing, they're the E-Myth. They're wearing all the hats. They're doing all the jobs. They're, so busy that they're maybe not working on the business. And so just by looking at the business, and this client, for example, was working a lot, between 40, 50 hours a week, wasn't getting to do the things that they loved, like rock climbing, spending more time with family, spending time making nutritious meals. And so one of the things we started to look at is how were they spending their time and energy? And then by creating different systems within the office, this client was able to gain 15 hours by really getting more efficient and upgrading things like block booking and things like some of the visits that weren't as concise as they could have been. And she's now able to rock climb. She's finding more time to cook. She's spending more time with her family. So the things that are truly her core values, she now is spending more time and energy, consequently feeling more in balance.
Right. So just to tie that all together, she invested in coaching. She put the time into getting clarity on her vision, what she wanted in her life, putting all that into effect so that she could reap the benefits of playing and being successful and being successful at home also. So there's always a balance, and our job is to help you find that balance so that you just don't go looking after the next shiny thing. All the answers are nowhere else other than inside you. So if you're ready, if you feel like you keep running into the same things, right? Not necessarily hitting yeah, it's almost like running straight forward and like running into a barricade. You feel like you're just, I got clarity, I'm off and running, and I stubbed myself again, stubbed my toe, ran into a wall, hit my head on a screen door. Then go ahead and contact us and let's have a conversation and see if we can look at what's going on in your life, in your business, see if we can create some balance and create some statements and some scenarios towards success in your life. Anything else to add, Kath?
No, that sounds great. And we would love to serve you if you think that we could be of help. So please contact us.